Introduce yourselves, name, age, where you're from, and how long you've lived there.
Ladies first.
Okay, I'm from the tiniest town in the world, but we technically live in Murfreesboro right now, which is absolutely flooded with bakers, so it'd be awesome to get out. But I've been here for about, 6 years now. I'm 25 years old, and my name's Alexandra Adcock.
My name's Philip Hale. I'm originally from Charleston, South Carolina, and moved to Tennessee in '95. Moved to Murfreesboro in 2006. I've been here since. Recently graduated college, and that's about it.
Well, what do you do for a living?
Alex.
Alex, what do you do for a living?
I make cakes at home, but other than making cakes at home, I clean my home and
Like a
do
woman
his
should.
laundry and
Yes, she does.
bus him to and from work every day.
That's right.
I like to travel, I like to adventure, but you can't beat being at home. It's comfortable, it's relaxing, you can do anything you want to do, and I have my cake making station in the same place as I have my relaxing station. Cleaning up, I think, is the worst part, because when you have a dirty cake baking room, you have a dirty house, and that's a lot of cleaning to do. That's
It's
the best
inherent.
and worst parts, I guess.
She loves to clean. Don't let her lie. I am currently the pastry chef at MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University. I oversee all residential pastry and dessert production, as well as catering, and I oversee my staff, take care of inventory management, ordering, scheduling, etc. Before that, I was a bread maker, and I've also had much experience working with dough at a pizza restaurant. I like to bake, so that's the best thing about it. I really, really enjoy production, so anytime I have to get in the office and do something that's not actually getting dirty in the kitchen or mixing things or baking things, that's probably the worst part.
Do you have your own cake business? And if you do, tell us about it.
Alex has kind of her own cake business, which I participate in, help her out when she needs to.
I pretty much bake all my cakes and decorate them from home, so it's kind of a cake business. It went from a hobby to like, hey, I got some business cards and now I'm gonna do cakes for anybody who wants them. So within a year's time, I learned how to bake. I learned how to do sugar work. We made pies, we made cookies. We learned how to make puff pastries, you name it, we could make it. But I learned those methods with my certificates that I got from Wilton. Wilton's taught me more proper techniques of doing things.
Probably 3 years of self-teaching in all aspects of pastry. I started with cookies and then moved forward to random other desserts. Really, decorating is probably one of the least things that I do. Otherwise, mixing and baking anything, I've probably had a hand in it. I've been trying to temper chocolate lately. I've successfully tempered chocolate once, and through manual means with the thermometer and a heat source, and it's time consuming and tedious, but it's really rewarding when it actually works. So.
Do you guys have a team name yet? And if you do, let's hear it.
I think our team name should be Peace, Love, and Cake. It's the name of my bakery or cake shop, and it's what I feel like describes everything about me and what I try to pursue in life. I feel like peace, love, cake is a good equation for happiness, and I think that's what everybody needs in the world.
What is your relationship with your teammate? Who are they in your life?
That's my girlfriend.
My boyfriend. I like to, we hang out, we bake, we do stuff together.
She
we get
loves
along
me.
great,
We work well as a team when I tell her what to do.
I think we work well as a team, mainly because, I do everything right and he just follows along, mostly.
So how would you describe each other's roles in the kitchen?
She washes dishes and I tell her how good a job she's doing.
Normally we do really good, just for the simple fact that we both have a really hands-on can-do attitude, so whenever we get in the kitchen together, we usually play, one of us will pick up the leadership role and the other one will pick up just a helping role, so that way
Man and woman. That's right.
so that way we can always function properly and things move smoothly, because you don't have somebody trying to fight for who's going to be leading. We usually can find our strong points and then work with each other on that.
We adapt easily, which really pays off.
So, since you guys work so well together, do you think that you would ever want to open up a bakery together?
We will
That's
open
cool.
our own bakery one day. Absolutely,
Good job.
positively. And the sooner the better, because we're both ridiculously passionate about it. I'm pretty sure if you looked up passionate in the dictionary would say Philip and Alex about baking.
Or Alex and Philip.
Where would you guys want to open up a bakery, and would you be willing to relocate to do that?
Definitely not here. I feel like Murfreesboro is just overflowing with bakeries.
Location, location, location.
Yeah, we definitely need a place where there's people willing to pay for cakes.
So what have been some of your team's struggles in just life in general and trying to pursue your dreams?
You know, trying to get a woman to do what you want.
Trying to get guys to like clean up after themselves and, you know, like understand women's thoughts. Oh, you mean like the bakery side of it. I get it. Oh, yeah. Struggles.
I mean, a really big struggle was when Alex lost her cake decorating position. She had to take it all onto her own at that point, which is the biggest reason that we started Peace.Love.Cake. Essentially, we're just furthering our experience until we can afford to open a bakery, which would be ridiculously awesome.
Right. So we're working towards here. All the experiences and all the opportunities to just open our own bakery.
How would you describe your personalities, each other's personalities? What makes your team tick?
Sexiness. Our ability to communicate is probably the biggest thing that makes us work well as a team together.
And be able to understand each other and work off of each other. So we know, like, if you need something, we already know what you need because we kind of understand the processes that each one of us go through to work. And we both have really hands-on, like, if I watch him do something, I can follow that task and complete that task. And if he watches me do something, he could do the same, and we can provide almost the exact same quality, even if we'd never even learned it before, because we know how to teach each other as well.
How would your friends and toughest critics describe you in one word?
Shouldn't the camera turn on you guys?
And would you agree with them?
I can definitely be stubborn in a lot of aspects of my attitude, but
I'm complicated.
what woman isn't?
I'm going in 50,000 directions at one time, and you better guess which one that I want you to go with me on. Or,
Yeah, thanks, Jerry.
or you're never gonna find which direction I'm going. But that's another good thing about him is that he can follow that complicated personality, and I can work with his stubborn personality.
Tell us something that you think would surprise us about your team.
So we used to be security guards. We're pretty much a security team. So I guess you could imagine walking up to me and I'm like, no, you can't pass through here.
What types of people or things push your buttons and why?
Oh, that really grinds my gears.
How many buttons?
You've got a button. So, I dislike lazy people, unmotivated people. I try not to let many things push my buttons, but occasionally it does.
I like to be around people that are highly energetic and motivated, and if they're going to do something, they're going to want to do that something.
How would you rate your team's skill level on all aspects of baking and decorating between beginner, intermediate, and expert? And what are you guys best at? What are you worst at?
So if you're grading us as a team, that means he's totally going to bring me down. But I guess we can like hang at an intermediate level.
I'll do most of production and she'll make it all look pretty. So
Yeah. So between the both of us, you know, you've got the baker, the decorator.
it works out really well.
In between, it's intermediate. And best and worst. He's better at baking. He's worse at decorating. I'm good at decorating and probably worst at baking.
How elaborate and creative are your designs? Do you have any special skills like 3D sculpted cakes? Have you ever gotten into pyrotechnics, sugar work,
Funny
huge
story.
tiered cakes?
Well, pyrotechnics, well, I don't know if you'd call it pyrotechnics, but I have blown something up that I created that was completely edible before, and let me tell you, it was awesome.
It was great watching it blow.
It was a gingerbread house, long story.
It did measure 5 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. It was
Yeah.
very, very large. We've also done a 4 foot by 3 foot sheet cake to embody the beach. We've done
Giant
4 and 5 tier cakes with intricate sculptures on them.
You're being boring. I think our best talent is the fact that we can do anything. Like I was talking about earlier, our biggest talent is to be able to be like, watch a YouTube video, okay, I'm gonna go do that in the kitchen right now.
You let us know what you need and we will do it. We won't stop until we do.
What type of kitchen behavior pisses you off when you're trying to bake and trying to get a job done?
I get livid if I walk up to a station and someone else's mess is still sitting there and I have to start something. I don't want to fucking clean up your mess. Pissed. Super pissed. What the fuck is going on here will be coming out of my mouth very loudly until someone answers.
Kitchen behavior that pisses me off is people who don't clean up after themselves, people who are unmotivated to be there once again.
Describe your team's competitive nature, as in, what type of competitors would you guys be on the show?
Winning
Winners?
competitors? Don't fuck around, man. We're in it to win it. That's what happens. I'm aggressive. What can I say? It's interesting. It can be very interesting. Everything that I do, I make a competition because I love to win so much. Like, I'll be at work and we're fucking balling up pizza dough, and I'm like, I will ball my pizza dough faster than you.
Yeah, he creates
Everything is a competition, and I always fucking win.
We could be at a restaurant eating, and he could be competing with that guy over there, and that guy over there has no idea, but Philip's winning.
And then I leave, and I'm like, loser.
And he has no idea.
What will your team do to win, and why? As in, how far will your team go?
Whatever it takes. Anything. We've spent 24 hours straight working on a project to finish it on time. I'll cook naked. I don't give a fuck.
We don't
Doesn't
care.
matter to me.
Don't
You want to
care.
see my pee-pee? Let's go.
If we have to show our bodies off to win this competition, I'll wear an apron.
I want you guys to look directly into the camera and give me your message to the competition, to the other teams who are trying to get your spot on this show.
You go first. Look. We don't have
You're
a
going to
message.
have a difficult time beating me.
It's okay, guys. Don't cry.
The experience to work with me, you're welcome.
I win, you lose. Yeah. Fuck off. Winner.
We have plenty of tissues for everybody else.
That's all I got.
These shows, they're clear on the types of competitors: the sweetheart, the drama queen, the type A bitch. Who is your team as a person? Why? How will you fit into that cast?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with probably the type A bitch. Just because we're so on the line, you better do it, and you better do it right, and you better do it quickly. And if not, we're gonna be on your ass. It's none of this, oh, you just go ahead and do what you gotta do, and I'll come back and clean up after you. No. We're gonna bitch until it's done. You mess up? Oh, no, you didn't.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for mess ups.
Excellent.
Hide your wives, hide your kids.
We're coming to win. That should be our message to everybody.
Hide your wives, hide your kids.
We're gonna win.
Why do you guys want to be on the show, and how badly do you want this opportunity?
It's like if I were a 2-year-old and I needed that present for Christmas, I need this more than that 2-year-old needs the present for Christmas. I'd cry myself to sleep regularly.
No, you're in a fantasy world because we're not gonna lose. There's just no option. We're gonna win, and we're gonna do whatever it takes, and it's gonna be awesome.
We've wanted to open our own bakery for at least 2 years now. We're finally to the point where we've got the experience and we're ready to do it, and we're gonna do it. So this competition is exactly what we need to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, without me in this competition, I mean, it wouldn't be any fun. Nobody's gonna watch the show, so there's no reason not to have us there.
She might even get naked.
Last question. Why is your team going to win? What do you have that the other teams don't?
Us, we're gonna win because we're winners.
Because we have this.
We're not on anyone else's team, so I don't understand how they could win.
I mean, we're extremely talented, we're extremely good looking, and we're extremely great people.
Clear communication, perfect execution, and wonderful vision.
And I mean, we understand each other better than anybody else.
And I got a big